Good afternoon. This monologue I've already named, and that doesn't happen often. I normally name the monologue after I'm done with the monologue and I'm thinking about what I said during the monologue. But earlier today, I think, and not real long ago, I think I came up with not only the perfect title, but the only title that would be fitting. Let Operation Cluster, I'll let you finish the rest of that, commence. Wow. Wow. So let me get something that I feel is extremely important out of the way. And then I will tell you about the good things because I try to always cover good things if I can. I will tell you about the good things from today. Go over the typical house cleaning with finances, and then we'll go from there. So if you don't mind, I would like if those of you out there, both live and who listens to the recording later, to just join me in this, if you will. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as the pathway to peace. Taking, as he did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make things or make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. Amen. Now, you may wonder why I started out with that. Because what has happened today, I have a feeling, is going to change the course of history and this country to a level that I don't think anybody would expect. And we'll get to that. We'll get to that here in a moment. Go ahead and take care of our little house cleaning duties, as I call it. YouTube, we're setting at $30.20. I think we added a couple of cents or something since yesterday. Woohoo! We're rocking away on that, aren't we? Most of that you see there is from Super Chat, so it's got to be from Super Chat because we normally don't even break like $5 in a month, so it is what it is. So that's where we are on YouTube. It's never anything exciting over there. AdSense, we're still setting at the exact same thing. Apparently, Evil's still blocked from the ads. It's probably a permanent block actually. And clearly nobody else goes to the website and clicks the ads. So by that I mean the ads on the website here down at the very bottom. Don't got to buy anything. Don't have to sign up for anything. Don't have to provide your email or a stool sample. Nothing. You just click the ad and it throws us a few cents in here. Evil had like 41 something, I think it was, racked up last month before they blocked his IP. So I know it works. Thanks to him, we were able to pass the threshold, and we will actually get a YouTube YouTube/AdSense payment this month. It's been like over 2 years since we've had one, so we'll finally get one. And that's really, really cool. So please, if you don't mind, go over to the website, thewatchmannews.com, and just click the hell out of the ad a few times. Please. That's all it is. It's Google AdSense. And you will see, if you do that tomorrow when I do the show, you will see it show up right here. Right here. I can assure you. It blows my mind because I'll tell you what, it's actually not bad, especially in comparison to YouTube and their scrapings that they may give us if they don't demonetize us. Hardy har har. Okay, and this is something I don't normally cover. It's not because I was trying to not cover it, it's because I just never thought to cover it. This is Steam. This is the back end of our Steam. And, well, kind of the back end of our Steam. This is the wallet of our Steam. And this is where we are getting revenue too. Which, believe it or not, is panning out to be more than what AdSense, YouTube combined are doing. Now, we're not making it rich or anything like that, but we are actually making something. So, and that's plus. That's plus. What you'll see here, and the only thing that I really focus on here is the Steam dollars. Okay, I don't mess with the Steam up here, the Steam power. I don't put anything into the savings part of it. An estimated account value, I think that's just like a combination of everything, and it's just kind of an estimate of what your account would be worth altogether. Now this, I do believe, is in U.S. dollars. Yes, that's in U.S. dollars. So our account is worth almost $78. Woohoo! This here is Steam dollars. It's not converted into USD or anything like that. So let me just show you real quick what we got going on. So we'll just say, to make it easy, it's 20.75, right? 20.75. So what I'll do is I'll go over here. I will open up this website here. And I'll put in 20.75 Steam dollar. And then what I'll do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change this to Bitcoin. Okay. And this is what it's going to show me right here, that it's worth 0.006000937, yada, 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 right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that number there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over, I'm going to open up another window yet, and I'm going to type in BTC to USD is what I want here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste that number that I got from Block Trades into here. And so that 2057 or whatever it was, actually right now at this moment is worth $55.05. So I wanted to show you guys that because it is another form of income that we are slowly gaining, and I wanted to show that to you because I want to be transparent. Now this money here is going to pay back the money that we used to purchase the dog trailer, the 2-child trailer that we're using for a dog. Either way, dog trailer. And and I will get to that in a moment because it did come in today. So that's what's going on with that. That again, 5505 is and there's fees when I do the conversions and all that stuff. There's fees, so I don't get all of that. So but anyway, 20.75 pretty much equals that minus the fees for when I do the trades and the transfers and our conversions, I should say, and the transfers and all that stuff. But it's cool. We are actually getting somewhere on Steam, especially thanks to D-Live and Jimmy Lynn over there. When they upvote us, that's what brings us to love right there. So that's as of today what we have in there. Now that doesn't equal the full $75 that we need to pay back in for what we used for the trailer. However, we've got, let me show you how this works here real quick. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm just going to kind of give you an idea. Right here from the show with Prepper Nurse, tomorrow that will actually be available for me to transfer into that balance. Now, you'll see the number 14.49, and these numbers change. They go up and down. I don't fully understand it all. But when you click on it, it's going to say pending payout 1449, 7.25 SBD, and 2.02 SP. Now, that 7.25 SBD, that is going to come on over to the Steam dollars here. Now, I don't know if I lose any of it or not. I don't know if it's going to, right here is going to be like 27, for instance, 27.75 or whatever the number will be, or if there's a little less than that. I'm not really sure. I'm going to watch it real close this time because I thought I was going to get a little bit more yesterday, or what it might have been this morning, when I transferred what's in there now. So I could be wrong. I don't. I'll have to watch closely tomorrow when I do that transfer. So anyway, as you can tell, that was again love from D Live, and I think that might have just been D Live, but and some others. There were 6 people that upvoted that. So. And then you scroll up a little bit. Wow, can't speak. And then on the third, we were hit again, likely by D Live. And others do it, like Evil Rick. He upvotes us like every show. But there's certain individuals, and I don't understand it all. But there are certain individuals when they upvote you, you like get you get a fair amount. So that'll be another 4.83 SBD that goes in when this is available, which will be in 2 days. And then we come on up here, and in 6 days, wait, I thought there was another one. Nope, I could be wrong. And then we come up here in 6 days, there will be another 4.83 SBD available. And let's see, right here, in 6 days, 4.84. These were from yesterday's show. So not only our monologue that I uploaded did D Live hit, but also the live show. So that is like really, really cool. Wow. So it helps. It helps a lot. It really does. And like I said, that was how we were able to hurry up and jump on that trailer, because I didn't want to lose the opportunity to get that trailer, because it was such a good deal. I mean, $75 for a trailer that everybody else, and brand new in the box, everybody else wanted between $250 and $300 for. And so I didn't want to miss that deal, and glad I didn't. So let's get to that. We got it in today, and I assembled it. I checked it all over good, and it's an awesome little trailer. I put it on the back of the bike, and I just went around the block with it, and it tracks really well behind the bike. Works really well. It's got like a stroller conversion kit. And so I put that on it, which consists of a handle and a front wheel. And I put blue in it. And, pardon me. Oh, had a frog in my throat. I don't know how it got down there. Must have started out as a tadpole. But so I pushed Blue around the backyard for a little bit with it, maybe about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. And letting her get a little acclimated to the trailer. And she's got, in the beginning, she kept wanting to get out, and so she's got little straps to hold her in. And I tightened those up so she couldn't actually get out. And then, after a few laps around the backyard, she started kind of looking up and around, checking things out, and kind of enjoying it. So then I went ahead and I hooked her up to the back of the bike and took her on the block slowly, nothing crazy. And she seems to like it. I think she's going to be good with it. So I can't wait. Can't wait to actually get out there and do some bike riding with Blue in the trailer. So anyway, I guess it's time. Wow. Some days I don't like covering news. I don't. Let me Let me go ahead and get one particular article out of the way that has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the nightmare that's going on in the world. And you know what I'm going to be talking about, I'm sure. If you don't, you've been under the rock all day. So this is the one I want to get out of the way first. This has to do with the state of Illinois. This is absolutely insane. Beyond insane. Put on my glasses and my hip boots because shit's going to get deep. And drink some coffee. Take a vape, maybe. Oh, with it. Bring me that fifth of whiskey. Illinois police claim if marijuana is legalized, they'll have to kill their police dogs. What kind of reefer madness bullshit is this? Number one, they sniff a lot more drugs than just marijuana. It's not like they're rendered useless because pot's legal. Number two, if they legalized all drugs and bombs and they had nothing left to sniff for, they still wouldn't have to kill them. Do they kill them today? When a police dog retires, do they kill it? No, they adopt it. So if it were the case that they were going to have to get rid of their doggy police force, they could adopt them out. I mean, I realize that not just anybody should have a police dog. That could get ugly. But I'm sure there are a lot of vets out there that would absolutely love to have a police dog. And I think that many of those vets would know how, be able, and be honored to give that dog a good life and a great home. So right off the surface, I'm calling bullshit. Right off the surface. The training director of a police canine academy in Illinois claims that if the state legalizes recreational marijuana, it will likely have to euthanize a number of its pot-sniffing dogs. There are approximately 275 trained narcotic canines in Illinois, with each costing the department thousands of dollars. Replacing the dogs would cost millions. And Chad Larner, the director of Marin County Canine Training Academy, said retraining the dogs would be extreme abuse. At this point, they're trained on 5 different odors, explained the Normal Police Department's Assistant Police Chief Steve Petrilli, a former canine handler. Once they're programmed with that, you can't just deprogram them. The dogs are also trained against being social in order to be effective workers, which led Larner to suggest a number of the canines would have to be euthanized in the event that marijuana is legalized. So, if they sniff out pot, ignore it? Nah, can't do that. Nah, that's too simple, right? Marijuana advocates are skeptical about the threat. The idea that legalizing for adults to have an ounce on them will equal all these dogs being euthanized. That seems kind of ridiculous and hyperbolic, the executive director of the advocacy group Normal, Dan Lynn, told the Pantagraph. Petrilli likewise said the dogs would likely continue to live with their handlers in retirement and in states where the drug has already been legalized. Some canines have simply been retrained to ignore the much more frequent whiffs of pot. Imagine that. Imagine that. Wow. This here editor's note says the article originally overstated the number of dogs that might be euthanized. It has subsequently been clarified. Did Colorado go through this? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic stand. Did Colorado go through this? Did the state of Washington go through this? Did Washington, D.C. go through this? What's the other recreational states? Did they go through this? I don't remember hearing their law enforcement officials saying, oh no, we're going to have to kill our dogs. Why? Because it's bullshit. Illinois is as corrupt and immoral as it gets. They will lie, cheat, steal, kill, maim, threaten. They will do anything and everything that they can and try to do things they can to get their way. They have proven that time and time again. Folks, we have the only Republican governor that I've known of ever to sign off on state paid abortions. Republican. You did hear me say Republican, right? State paid abortions. Because Ronner really isn't a Republican. He's a pile of cat dung, which votes any way they choose. Usually Democrat, though. You know, when's it going to stop? When we have people in positions of quote-unquote authority, and I put the quotes there because, like I've told you many times, my only authority is God. But when you have people whom most people look at as a position of authority, don't you think they should not lie or needlessly spread fear? You would think. You would only think. It's insane. Absolutely insane. That's what's going on with that realm of Operation Cluster. What the? Let me close that out. I guess that's probably about a better start than where we're going now. Okay. Another drink of coffee. Now, I'm not going to dig all into this. I'm just going to read the headlines. I'm going to give my thoughts and go try to drown myself in the shower. France will strike, whatever the hell they want to do. Just whatever. France will strike Syria again if Damascus uses chemical weapons. Wait a minute. They didn't use them the first time. Crazy. Iran to continue domestic development despite possible sanctions. Harmful consequences inevitable if Iran nuclear deal changed, says the Kremlin. Now this is the Kremlin. The Kremlin. Moscow, Russia. Harmful consequences inevitable. Armenian parliament elects protest leader Pashinyan as prime minister. I'm sure I said that wrong. My apologies. North Korea won't need nuclear weapons if world refrains from being douche canoes. From hostile policy. Sorry. Same thing, all right? Netanyahu claims Iran planning to plant very dangerous weapons in Syria. I mean, I thought every country had pencil sharpeners by now. I didn't know it was a weapon of mass whittling or something. UK to leave customs union when Brexit transition period ends in 2020. Bus explodes in Rome's historic center. Russian parliament approves Medvedev as prime minister. Trump told Macron U.S. to withdraw from Iran nuclear deal. And of course, you probably already know that's going to be along the lines of what I read from here. President Donald Trump takes U.S. out of Iran nuclear deal. Israeli military on high alert. Bomb shelters ready on Golan Heights over Iran activity in Syria. Fear-mongering. Clear fear-mongering. I'm sure there probably was Iranian activity. They were probably getting ready to be attacked by Israel. Oh, wait, we're getting to that. Highest level of sanction on Iran after U.S. leaving deal. So not only did we pull out of the deal, but now we're going to install even more sanctions on Iran. Even more. Right? Now, mind you, the IEAI or whatever all those letters are, have said that Iran has been completely compliant. And nobody argues with them as to whether or not they're telling the truth. It's like the OPCW. There's, it's not the UN. It's not the UN. It's not the USA. It's not. Nobody argues with them whether or not they're telling the truth. They do. They're an actual, like an oversight committee, a real one, not like our police investigating their own crimes kind of thing. Man. Trump administration tells Congress U.S. withdrawing from Iran deal. Wow, he actually went to Congress. Trump and Xi agreed to keep sanctions against North Korea until it stops nuclear tests. Israeli forces on high alert over unusual spike in Iran's activity in Syria. France, Germany, and UK regret U.S. decision to withdraw from Iran deal. So you see, this even has those countries put off from it. The very countries that had our back, right, when we just went in and just bombed Syria the last time because of the chemical attack they didn't commit. Even those countries are making statements like that. Where's that going to leave us? Israel thanks Trump for his decision to withdraw from the Iran deal. Of course they do. Israel loves Zionist sock puppets. And before anybody thinks twice, Clinton, both Bushes, Obama, all Zionist sock puppets. All of them. You know what? I think I know of two presidents that at least didn't start out as Zionist sock puppets. One of them's last name is Kennedy, and the other one's last name is Reagan. Anything in particular common with those two individuals? Nah. Well, Reagan didn't die from being shot, but they damn well tried. Iran will remain in nuclear deal. U.S. withdrawal illegal. Trump has history of undermining international treaties, says Rouhani. I don't know if I'm saying his name right or not. Today's announcement is so misguided. Obama slams Trump Iran deal decision. And see, that's a bunch of bogus politician crap. Because Obama didn't really. Obama was just as much of a part of this game as the rest of them. Okay? Obama went the other direction for them. Again, Zionist sock puppet. He just did what he was told to do. And he had to take it one direction so that Trump could step in and take it the other direction and cause this huge conflict and cause this huge contrast for the next step, which we're sadly, I think, right on the edge of entering. Israel strikes Syrian army positions, no casualties, says state news agency. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I read it when the article came out. I did read it. There wasn't a lot of information there, but the information at the time led me to believe that Israel launched like 2 rockets and that Syria knocked them both out of the air. On Twitter, I seen a couple of images of explosions on the ground, so I'm thinking maybe some of them made it. Maybe there were more than 2 that was launched. I don't know. Let's look at the article and see. A Syrian army position in the south of Damascus was under Israeli airstrike, Sana State news agency reported. Syrian air defenses fired and destroyed 2 Israeli missiles in the Kiswa area. And that's all I had to go on earlier, so it kind of made it sound like there was 2 fired and 2 knocked out of the air. An army commander told the agency that there were no casualties. Israel has not commented yet on the news. A source in Beirut airport told RIA Novosti that Israeli warplanes were spotted in Lebanese airspace at the time of the Kiswa attack. I'm probably saying that wrong too. The reports of the attack followed the announcement by Donald Trump that the U.S. is withdrawing from the nuclear deal with Iran and reimposing sanctions against the country. Earlier on Tuesday, IDF forces in the northern Golan Heights on the Israel-Syria border were put on high alert after the military identified what it called unusual movements of Iranian forces within Syria. Israel believes Tehran is getting ready to strike the Jewish state in retaliation for the April 9th bombardment of Syria's T4 air base, in which 7 Iranian military advisors and Iranian Revolutionary Guard members were killed. IDF didn't acknowledge its responsibility for the attack, but Iran holds Israel as the guilty party. That's all there is on it right now, and it reminds me of the last strike that at least I can remember, to where nobody still, as far as I know, took credit for the attack. I mean, what is this? When has this become acceptable by the quote-unquote good guys, right? I mean, it's really strange. I find it extremely, extremely strange. This can lead to nothing good. Absolutely can lead to nothing good. It has opened the door for so much conflict in a world that's already swimming in gasoline. My God. You know, I can't say it enough. Get your houses in order, all of them. Your spiritual houses, your mental houses, your physical preparation houses, all your houses. Get them in order. Don't take any time. Don't pause. Do it. Do absolutely everything you can to get ready. I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, I put the information out there. I've shared some of my thoughts on it. I don't want to go too deep into it, for one. it would get ugly on in many ways. It would get ugly. So I will refrain from that because I certainly have some pretty serious thoughts with it all. But a lot of people I don't feel are ready for that. A lot of people I don't think see what I think to be the obvious. And so all I can do is put the facts out there, maybe plant a seed or two, give them a little bit of a direction. Because it's right there in front of us. I mean, so right there in front of us. But largely tradition and false teachings, false information, prevent people from understanding what's really going on. I should probably leave it at that. Let me close up the monologue and then we'll get busy with the live show and we'll go from there. As always, like I close up the show, I'll close up the monologue. I always say that because I don't want people here for the live show thinking I'm closing the show right now. Just closing the monologue, in which I give a little pause afterwards so that I can clip the video out after a while. So anyway, I know I explain this every day, but the intent is that people get used to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So anyway, thank you for watching the monologue video, and as always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit. And make sure you've got your straps adjusted right on that helmet. I'm telling you. Make sure it's ready to